Yo guys, it's Taras, and in today's video I want to answer the question, why would anyone care about software testing? Well, if you haven't noticed, in the modern age, most business, science, and even entertainment is done using some sort of computer system. And these systems can range from a big beefy server to your PC or laptop or gaming console, or down to as small as like a mobile device or an Internet of Things type of device, a Raspberry Pi. So there's lots of computer systems, both big and small. The devices are the hardware, but using them to accomplish anything requires software. And this software can include operating systems like your Windows, Mac, Linux, the server processes, and the client processes that run on your computer, like your applications and websites. Of course, the software development business is huge and it's constantly growing, but how can you ensure as a software developer that the systems that you're building are actually meeting the computer's needs? How do you know that the software is going to perform well on the user's hardware? What are you going to do to prevent it from crashing or freezing? Is it secure? Is it up to the latest regulations? The answer in each of these cases is that software needs to be tested. So what are the benefits of doing software testing? The first benefit is to identify defects, and doing your testing helps to identify these defects and bugs before the software gets released to the customers. And this helps the developers to fix the issues right away before they cause harm or make the end users dissatisfied and not want to buy or recommend the software to other potential customers. It also improves the product quality, and it improves the product quality by ensuring that the software that we're building is going to meet the required standards and specifications. And this leads us to build a more reliable and stable computer system that meets the expectations of those end users. Third is the cost savings. When you find these defects and bugs early in the software development process, it's less expensive than fixing them after the software is released. And kind of the reasoning behind that is that it's fresh in people's minds and you can communicate with the software development team right away when you're finding issues in-house. Whereas if you release the software to the customer, okay, the customer has an issue, now they have to write a ticket, and maybe they don't, right? We all have issues with our computer systems and we don't even notify the company that sold us it, right? But finally, the customer cares enough to raise a fuss, then it has to get back to the developers through however many layers of bureaucracy. Now it's probably been months since anyone's looked at the code in question, and no one's really super familiar with what it does, so somebody has to go in and relearn what this thing's about. And so it's going to be a lot more costly to fix things after the fact than it would be to address the issue right away in-house as it's tested and the issue comes up. Then having this higher quality and preventing defects, it will give you more customer satisfaction. And the high quality software that meets the needs of the end users is going to result in more satisfied customers. These satisfied customers are going to go and recommend your software to their friends, and that's going to lead you to get more sales and therefore more money in your pocket at the end of the day. Then there's regulatory compliance. Thankfully, software has been kind of just moving really fast, and it's less regulated than a lot of other industries. But especially if you're talking about something like healthcare or energy, and you're building a computer system that goes into a hospital, and then something goes wrong, people could die, right? So there's potentially a lot of liability involved in that. People could get serious fines or even go to jail or lose the business completely if the software isn't up to code and delivering the results that customers want in these mission critical type of applications. And finally, there's better risk management. When you're testing your software, you can find potential risks, right? And these could be the defects and regulatory risks that we talked about earlier, or it could be like, this isn't really performing well in this particular spot, so this is going to be another area that we're going to need to focus on in the future. You can get ahead of that, find the potential issue, write another project to take on that potential issue before it blows up in 2 or 3 years' time. So to finish up and bring us home, testing is an essential process in the software development cycle. And the benefits are identifying defects nice and early, improving our product quality, we get cost savings, it improves our customer satisfaction, it helps us with regulatory compliance, and improves our risk management for the future. So I hope that answers the question for you about why you might want to care about this abstract thing of software development testing. Thank you for watching, and y'all have a great night. Peace.